G'day everyone, Turbo Tristan here again, and today's a beautiful day in Melbourne, so we're going to be doing some priming. I went down to Springvale Auto Paints and I picked me up some Spray Max 1K Unifill dark grey primer. This one has the adjustable nozzle on the end, so you can get the fan of the spray just how you like it. I'm going to spot prime all of the areas that I've put body filler on. I'm going to let that dry, harden for the afternoon, and I'm going to come back and spray all the panels, and that way when I come back on the weekend and sand the whole car down with 800, then it will be ready for paint, and it'll give me something to cover those areas a little bit thicker, so that way when I do sand it there's a little bit more meat on the primer that I can get away with, because I don't want to sand all the primer off again. So that's why I'm going to do that. So my little tip when using spray cans or rattle cans is you need to heat the can up. Of course you shake the can like crazy, but you've got to heat it up, kind of like a NOS bottle when they use those bottle warmers, or you see people with a little torch, the flame on the bottle, heating the bottle up. It helps make the pressure consistent. So that's what I do. I leave them in the sun, let the cans warm up. That makes all of the contents inside nice and runny, but also pressurizes the can. Another good tip is to put some boiling water over it. And that also helps to get all of the paint really runny, and also pressurizes the can. Obviously you don't want it boiling. This kettle boiled about 3 minutes ago, so it's nice and warm. We've got the sun. We'll start off with one can. As I said, I'm just doing the spot priming firstly, so I don't want to mess up all the cans, so I'll just do one at a time. Leave that out here while I go and fix up some of the bits that I needed to, and get the car nice and clean, and I'll use some wax and grease remover to clean all the panels before I put any of this on there. I've just gone ahead and cleaned the whole car, and I've used wax and grease remover, but I just wanted to show you guys how this stuff works and how cool it is when you put it on. You can see all your handiwork and what it's going to look like after it's been painted. So this panel here is really scratched up, but with a little bit of wax and grease remover on there, you can see how it looks like brand new clear coat, fully polished. It looks awesome. So I just wanted to point that out. And then when it dries, you know, there's no wax or no grease on the panels, so you can paint to your heart's content. Alright, so I'm just about to start with the primer, but because I've never used this brand or anything with an adjustable spray nozzle, I'm just going to test it out on this piece of cardboard and try and get the settings right. So here we go. It's on its minimum setting. Alright, adjust that a little bit. Oh yeah, I can see how that's going to be helpful. Alright, I'm happy with that. Let's try it out on the car. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and spot prime the areas that I've gone through to bare metal, and also the areas that I've bogged. So here goes. So I forgot my face mask so my nostrils don't go black, and this one's for you, Mick, so I put that on for you. So this is the door I was most worried about. It's got the most body filler on it and the most little dings and chops. So I'm going to hit this one pretty heavily with the primer and hope for the best. So fingers crossed. You can see there, even now it's a bit low, so it's a bit shit. Might need to hit that spot again. One down, 5 to go. Thanks for sticking around. As you can see, the whole car is grey, so the primer was a success. You'll notice in the time lapses that I went over and over several spots several times, and that's because it really showed up some of my bodywork mistakes. So as you can see here on the car, it's still not dry. It's only been about 15 minutes since I finished painting. But yeah, it's all covered. The guy at Springvale Auto Paints said I'd need about 6 cans. He did a really good thing by not overselling me too much product, but I think I'm going to go back and see him and grab another couple of cans because I just know once I sand this down, it's going to show up some spots that I'll need to hit a couple more times. You'll notice everything looks nice and even now. That's thanks to the matte finish on the undercoat. If it was gloss, you would be able to see some marks, so it's not perfect. Hello, Barkley. The OEM rear bumper, I wanted to prime on the car just to see how the primer went on. The primer was kind of like a practice run at spray painting the car, just to get my confidence up again, because it's been a long time since I've done anything that was so involved as this. The boot lid was a massive issue just due to the fact that even though I spent the most amount of time sanding the clear coat off, there's still some file marks that come through, even through the primer, so it's got me a little bit worried. I'm gonna let this primer sit for the next 4 or 5 days. Hopefully all the pinholes and sink back and all those things will come through and dry out. We get some nice warm weather and it's going to dry everything out, and it'll really show me what areas need some more TLC. So I'm not too worried about it. At the end of the day, progress is better than no progress. And worst case scenario, I just have to sand it back and start again. And it's all a learning curve. My main concern is getting the primer stage right and the bodywork right, because with the paint, I'm confident that if I get this bit right, the paint should lay flat on that surface, so that shouldn't be an issue. So, and even if I do get some runs, I just need to sand them back, and hopefully I can leave it at that, or I might have to go over that area again. But this bit is crucial, so I'm a little bit stressed at the moment, a little bit worried, but we'll see how it goes. This door's the bit that's got me really worried. I probably went over that maybe 6 or 7 times. It's looking much better. But again, I'm not a pro, so we'll see. On the rear bumper, just down here, this crack just decided to come out of nowhere. It was not there when I sanded the car. So I'm thinking there was something on the paint that sort of caused that to crack. So hopefully we can sand that out. Should be fine. Not too worried about it. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Let me know in the comments what colour you think I should paint it. I've got some ideas in my mind. I thought of a really good one today involving the clear coat and what I might do with that. But let me know what you think. And yeah, thanks for watching. One last thing, I forgot to say thank you to all my new subscribers. When I started this, I had 5 subscribers. Now I've got 37, so it doesn't seem like much in the world of YouTube, but in 2 weeks it's a big jump for me from 5 to 35, 37. So thank you very much. If you got any car friends, let them know about my channel, and yeah, if anyone wants to help out, please drop me a line. But yeah, I really appreciate your support, and yeah, stick around. It's only going to get better. This stuff's the boring stuff, so thanks for being patient with me. See you guys.